First of all, good afternoon one and all. And in this video, I'm about to teach you how to make a Raspberry Pi cluster. So we are going to use two Raspberry Pi, one as a manager and second as a worker. And we would install Docker Swarm architecture or Docker Swarm on both of them. And basically, I'll show you how you can scale up easily up and down on Docker Swarm, but on Raspberry Pi clusters. So let's begin the video with the first part about assembly. So I'm going to show you a pretty easy stuff how you can assemble the Raspberry Pi. Let's get started with the first part. So let's begin the assembly. It's very easy. Here you can see I actually have a few Raspberry Pi here with me. So I have a Raspberry Pi, I have stacked it this way, so you can see. Here are the USB ports. So I've just stacked it. Now each Raspberry Pi has a micro SD cards right here. So everyone has a micro SD card about 32 gigabytes. Now all you gotta do is take one of these USB extension cable, right? Take one of these adapter and basically the micro USB cables. You can see I had this laying around. So these are the micro USB cables. Let me show you. So these are the cables you need, micro USB. So now, yeah, it's pretty easy, right? So all you gotta do is basically, hopefully you guys can see this. So let me see if that's visible to you. Yeah. So now all I have to do is basically put this inside here. Put this inside here as well. So that's the power cable, right? So now the power cable would go to the Raspberry Pi. One here. The second one would go here, and the USB cable goes inside the outlet. And now all we have to do is basically we would power the Raspberry Pi up, and we have to give a LAN cable here, so from the router, right? That's all the setup is. The next step would be software. Step number 2 is very easy. So you need to connect the Raspberry Pi on the LAN. So I've already connected it. I can see the IP address of this Raspberry Pi. In this case, the master is at 192.168.1.12 and the slave is at this IP address. Do that, and what we have to do is basically make sure you flash the Raspberry Pi with Ubuntu for Raspberry Pi operating system. You can click here, and if you have a Raspberry Pi 3, make sure to get this 32-bit or Raspberry Pi 4, do that. That's the next step. After that, what you want to do is open up PuTTY and you want to fire up PuTTY. You want to now SSH into the Raspberry Pi with the IP address that was mentioned here. So first of all, I'm going to SSH into the master. So now I'm logged in into the master account on Ubuntu Raspberry Pi. You can see, but it's going to take a few seconds. So let's expand this and put it right here. Let's log in as sudo su. So we are at the root privileges. Now I'm gonna log in into a slave, that is the worker. Again, let's fire up PuTTY. The IP address, open. So you're gonna log in. Now I'm logged in as a slave. Now installing Docker can never be that easy. I have written a very simple script that you need to install. So first of all, what you want to do is basically head over to the home section and basically, I'm just gonna show you. So head over to the home section of Ubuntu and then basically create a file called as let me do that actually for you. So I'm gonna actually delete this file here and I'm gonna start from scratch. Oops. Or let me do it here on the. So let's just create a file. I mean nano docker install. Let's say nano docker.install. So now what you want to do is basically come here, and the links for this script is also there in the description section below. All you gotta do is just copy the entire code here, Control O, enter, Control C. Now bash docker install. Sorry, making sure that the file is there. Okay, so now I have to do bash docker install, and with just running that script, everything would be installed basically using Docker. So it's going to update your system, upgrade your packages, and it's going to install Docker Compose, and everything that you need for getting started for this project. So So let's wait until this gets installed. I've already installed on the master and slave. I'm just reinstalling it just to show you guys how things work out. So I'm just waiting for this to complete. Okay, it's almost done. So now it's doing that. Once the installation is complete, we would initialize the swarm. Now, since Docker is installed, now let's start the swarm mode on the manager. So I'm going to initialize a command called as docker swarm init. So when you enter this command docker swarm init, it's going to initialize the swarm mode on the manager. So it's going to give you a token. So kindly be patient. So now we have a token. So you want to copy this token, paste it on the worker node that is on the other server, hit enter. Now you should say that the node was added successfully. So you can see the worker has been added successfully. Let's verify that using the command docker node ls. So now ready, active, everything is working like a charm. So the node is correct. So the swarm mode is activated. Now we have a worker which is joined to this task. Now all we need to do is basically create a dashboard so we can visualize our Docker. So we can basically visualize our Docker stuff. So there's a nice image out there to do this. I'm gonna paste all the snippets again, as I said. So this should only be done on the manager and not on the worker. So I'm gonna press this command and let the image be installed. So this is gonna start the Docker Swarm dashboard for us. So let's wait for the dashboard to be. Let's wait for the installation to be complete. Once it's complete, we would open up the IP address of the Raspberry Pi, followed by the code port 8090, and it should start up basically the dashboard. So you can verify now using the command docker service ls. So now you can see that this there is one service activated, which is on the port basically 8080. My bad, it's port 8080. Now let's go to the Chrome and see the dashboard in action. So since the dashboard is now running, let's head over to the Chrome and see the dashboard live in action. So I'm going to open the Chrome, head over to the IP address of the manager. In this case, it's 192.168.1.12, followed by the port 8080. And here you can see we have a very nice dashboard, which basically says that the master, here is my master with 0.8 GB of RAM and worker has a 0.9 GB of RAM. I have one container that's a dashboard, which is running default. Scaling things on basically on scaling containers on Swarm is very easy. All you have to do is say docker service. So I would use the command docker service scale, and then I would say the name of the service that I have created. So in this case, let's use the ID. I guess it was my service. If I'm right, that's what I named it. So let's try to give a number to it. I'm trying to do that with the ID, so it should scale up. Here you can see it immediately scaled up the dashboard, 2 containers for the dashboard. Here you can see it's verifying the task. Now it's done. I can spin up more containers easily. I can scale it up more based on the traffic. So if the traffic is too much, I can scale up to 3 instances. And depending upon the traffic, I can scale back to 1 instances. You can always, if a node is not healthy, for some reason, if the node is not healthy, you can always remove the node and join, and later on again add the node. So I'm just showing you again. So everything is active, it's working fine. So that's a small tutorial on Docker Swarm on Raspberry Pi. Hope this tutorial was useful. All the shell links are there in the description section below, so kindly check that out. Thank you for watching. If you have any more questions, kindly list your questions in the comments, and would be very happy to assist you. Once again, thank you for watching. Stay safe. Keep coding, keep smiling, and see you.